Today I'd like to talk about who was actually liberated in this country. For more than 120 years, this country has been looted by international capital. Ever since the gold rush and the diamond rush, a corridor and a doorway has been created for international capital to extract resources from this country. One thing you need to understand about the international capitalist is the fact that the international capitalist is never satisfied. He has a relentless lust and greed for wealth and power. The doorway to looting was initially quite narrow. And then the Anglo-Boer War happened, the Second Anglo-Boer War, and that corridor and that doorway was broadened. And more power was gained by the international capitalist. And in the decades after that, they chipped away at that doorway, making it wider and wider. But they got frustrated. It was taking too long. They wanted to loot with impunity. And therefore, 1994 happened. You see, they knew before 1994 that if they bring in a new dispensation in South Africa, what will happen to this country is exactly what happened to all the other African nations when colonialism ended. They knew that the ANC would destroy this country. And that would break down a lot of the limitations and restrictions that was holding them back from looting this country properly. Now, they decided that the new dispensation and the new struggle, right, the liberation struggle, which was funded and led by them, by international capital and the Brazilians, they knew that they would have total control once that new dispensation came into effect. And they knew that it would bring them one step closer to their ultimate goal. And their ultimate goal is to totally destroy the state and replace it with the private sector. And that is exactly what is happening right now. The ANC has destroyed every single institution in this country, and they have done it with the blessing and the help of international capital. Because you see, as soon as the infrastructure in the country is destroyed and all its institutions are destroyed, it creates a vacuum. It creates a market for the private sector, which is controlled by international capital. They are in the final phase of replacing the state with the private sector. You were never liberated, but the liberation of the international capitalist continues. And before I forget, Happy Freedom Day.